Preseason preview with women's basketball. I'm joined now by head coach Aaron Fernandez. And coach, obviously, last season you get your feet wet here at Greensboro College. Let's go ahead and start from a personal standpoint before we really break down this team. Tell me a little bit about just kind of, for you personally, what kind of things did you learn last year? What were some of your key takeaways that you can take into this upcoming season?
Sure. Well, I know I look young to a lot of people, but I'm actually going to my 17th season. But most of that in my career, was spent as an assistant coach. So there's always a big jump when you move over one seat. It's a little hotter over there, a little more pressure over there, a little more stress over there. But yeah, I think all the things just coming with being a head coach in terms of managing an entire roster at one time. I think sometimes as a head coach, there's a natural barrier between players where you, as an assistant, they come to you a little bit more naturally. So I think learning how to kind of bridge that gap a little bit, how to delegate more. As an assistant coach, I always try to do everything on my own. So sometimes as a head coach, you slide into that chair and it's hard to delegate. So I think just learning how to manage different aspects of a program was a jump for me. And obviously I got here right before the season started last year, so I didn't really have a preseason or anything. So now managing my first preseason as a head coach has been really fun to learn how to do that. But I think we've made some great strides. We added another assistant coach. Obviously, it's been a big help. So I'm looking forward now to finally feel like I kind of have a foundation that I can stand on now. So
I can't really, because you have so much roster turnover this year, we can't really say, what kind of improvements do you want to make from last year, because it feels like an entirely different team. So, but I want to start with something you just mentioned there. You mentioned kind of getting to go through your first preseason now. Tell me a little bit about how you feel as far as preparedness for this upcoming season compared to last year. Obviously, I'm sure you feel more prepared, but just kind of walk me through this preseason, what it's been like for you.
Yeah, we just had a lot more time to kind of lay our principles, lay our foundations, not only tactically, but just in terms of culturally, some of the things we wanted to do. We were just so far behind by the time we got started last year that we could never really get ahead. And obviously we had a smaller roster last year. We had some injury stuff. So we were just constantly behind the 8 ball in everything we try to do. And this year it's been nice. We've actually got to play 5-on-5, which I think we got to do one time all of last year. We've literally played more 5-on-5 this year than we did combined last year, 10 times more. So it's been fun to be able to do that. But yeah, it's been a little bit of trial and error. Obviously, we're implementing a new system. The stuff we did last year was just out of necessity with the situation. But this year we're able to this is kind of year one now of the system that we want to put into place. And I think it'll be really exciting. It's I tell everyone to buckle up when they come watch us play. It's going to be a little chaotic out there, but we're really excited to have a chance to kind of trial and error some things here in the preseason, which we didn't get a chance to do last year.
We'll talk about the new system here in a minute, but I would give you a chance to kind of give us a roster breakdown of what you have this year. Don't necessarily have to go player by player, but you want to mention a couple new names or some returners, and just kind of tell us what is the makeup of this team this year?
Yeah. Well, we have 15 new faces, so a lot of new faces, a lot of parts to try to mesh together, figure out who plays well with who complements each other. So we're still working through some of that. We have 3 returners from last year, so people who watched us last year will be familiar with Taya Simpkins, who set the records minute last year as a freshman, and is just a monster who seemingly never gets tired.
You're going to challenge that, though, I hear.
Yes. I think she's appreciated having a little bit more of a break. But yeah, in our system, you can't stay out there too long. And then we have two seniors who returned from last year, and Jasmine Mitchell and Taya Phelps. So a little bit of seniority there, but we're very young. When people look at our roster, you're going to see a lot of freshmen, sophomores. You're going to see a couple transfers. So just a lot of moving parts that came in here. Again, still trying to mesh everything together. We do have a local product, so people from Greensboro will know the name Caroline Kelly probably. She's obviously out right now with an injury that she's dealing with, but a local product from Greensboro who had a really great high school career here. And then we also do have several Winston-Salem area kids. So Carly Effler, who scored over 3,000 points in her career, coming from Winston-Salem. We expect, obviously, her to be a big part of what we do. We're shooting a lot of threes. And then I could tick through a lot of different players, and but I think all of them bring very unique things to our roster, and a lot of very versatile pieces as well. We are going to be undersized, so when people watch us play, we're definitely going to be undersized. But I think these first 2 scrimmages have shown us that we were barely out-rebounded in the first one by a bigger team. We out-rebounded in the second by a bigger team. So we play with a lot of heart. We have a lot of kids who play with a lot of heart and grit, so we can try to make up for that in other ways.
You talked a little bit about the system, and you alluded to the threes, you alluded to the fast play. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see from your team on the court this year? Obviously, don't give away any secrets.
Sure.
I'm not asking you to do that, but what are we going to see from women's basketball?
Yeah, well, I don't think we've made any secrets about it with that we ultimately would love to be one of the fastest teams in college basketball. And so whether we accomplish that this year or whether that takes a year or two, we'll see. But we definitely want to play an up-tempo game, an exciting game. A lot of the things we do on the offensive and defensive end are actually pretty simple, but that allows us to play fast, allows us to play free, allows us to gamble more and to understand how to get back into something that's more simple than more complicated. So, I look forward to kind of that process. Again, it's probably going to be a little bit of a wild ride with freshmen, with a lot of young players, with a lot of new faces, and a chaotic style. I expect there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but I think if we can work through those ups and downs, I think in the long term, we're going to put a really exciting product on the floor that, again, will hopefully be one of the fastest teams in college basketball.
So, from my broadcast position, can you provide me with an oxygen mask?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, bring some down to the sideline for our players too, because it's quite a wild ride when you watch us play.
So, you mentioned the exhibition schedule so far. Tell me a little bit about kind of what you've seen so far as your team implementing what you want to see them do. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of still people getting familiar with the system. Tell me a little bit about kind of where they are heading into the regular season.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things we're learning is just how to play fast. I think when I recruit, and I talk about playing fast, and everyone's like, oh, we play fast. And I always give a warning that, yes, you do, but also we're going to crank it to the extreme now. And so as you can expect with that, there comes stretches where our execution has not been as good, where we miss, stretches where we miss a lot of shots because we're rushing things, stretches where we turn the ball over a little bit too much because we're trying to play fast, but it's the old adage of be quick but don't hurry, right? So we're just learning how to do that. But we forced 47 turnovers in one of our exhibitions. We forced almost 30 in another one, and so we're doing that piece, and then just continue to fine tune that, but then also protecting the ball a little bit more. So we're going to turn the ball over. We're going to miss shots. So those things are to be expected when you're playing faster, but yeah, we definitely don't want to have more turnovers than our opponent. We're trying to force more. So, but we've learned that, and then we've also just learned both of our exhibitions. We've had come from behind situations where we put ourselves right at the end to either win or tie it or whatever. So I've seen a lot of fight, a lot of grit from our team, and I think that's just kudos to them for just buying into the idea of playing fast and never quitting.
Last two questions here for you, Coach. First off, and I preface this question with every single preseason preview we've done this year, you're not allowed to say all of them because that's the good coach answer.
Sure.
But you're not allowed to be a good coach here.
Yeah.
Looking at your schedule, are there any one or two games that maybe you circle and say this is a big one right here?
Yeah, well, I think the ranking just came out, so obviously Southern Virginia is at the top of the league, and obviously that's where Greensboro College is used to being, is at the top of the league. So I think anytime you have a chance to go up against the top dog and the one with the target on their back, obviously you're excited about the opportunity to go up against the best in your league. And then I think just going down the schedule there, Brevard is second, right? So Brevard was our last game of the year last year. It left a really bad taste in our mouth. They're going to be good again. So you kind of look at those top two teams as measuring sticks for yourself, right? How can you match up with them? How can you, can you give them a run for their money? And, can you put yourself in a position to win against the top teams in your league? So I think you always circle the top two teams.
Not only that, I'm just thinking, just off the top of my head, too, the Guilford game at the Coliseum, you're going to have a lot of freshmen in a big game environment.
Sure, against my former school, right? And my former boss at Guilford. So obviously that'll be a really fun game on a big stage and two very similar styles of play as well. So,
last question here for you. Tell me about what will make this a successful season. Obviously, you've got a lot of youth, and some of it determines, how quick do they gel and get comfortable with the system. But whether it be wins and losses, whether it be playing style, whatever, what makes this a successful year for you?
Yeah, I think, every game we go in with kind of 5 factors. We kind of talked about this off the record, but we kind of have 5 factors that we use to measure if we played well. And if we check those boxes every night and we fall short in a couple of those games, then we know that we gave ourselves the best opportunity to win. So, yeah, I don't know wins and losses wise what that's going to look like. I don't know where conference finish, that's going to look like. I think the biggest thing we talked about is being very process focused. And then we understand that we're young with a lot of new faces. May take time for us to gel. Maybe we gel right out of the gate. I have no idea. People always ask me, how's it going to go this year? And I tell them I have no idea because I think we have a talented group. I think we have a group that works really hard. I love coming to practice with them every day. But we are young and we are inexperienced, and sometimes that takes time to gel. And again, maybe not. Maybe we come out of the gates hot. So I think the biggest thing I ask, and our players know this, is that we just put forth our best effort every night, and then we see what happens at the end. So we'll take that same approach with the season, give our best chance every night, and then see where we fall in the end.
Well, while youth and learning a new system certainly can lead to question marks, one thing we can't question this year, this team is talented, they are hungry, they're ready to go, and this guy is going to be leading the charge. Preseason preview continuing. I'm joined now by one of the returners from last year, Taya Simpkins. And Taya, obviously last year a bit of a difficult year for various reasons, but just tell us a little bit about kind of how that experience has shaped you for this year.
Last year, my freshman year was definitely an experience. I've just tried to play through everything, try to take one game at a time, and it's definitely going to shape me for this season because I've definitely played through adversity, and that's just like the biggest thing, like trying to get through adversity and different obstacles to like try to like have a better season for last year.
Well, one of the really cool things about your year last year was you set the record for minutes played. And tell me a little bit about just kind of the stamina side of things and how you were able to do that last year.
I just had to take it one play at a time, one game at a time. I kind of just played my game. Like at moments I went fast. At moments I had to like slow it down for myself. Like basically just playing my game overall.
Tell me a little bit about the transition from playing high school to college last year. What were some of the more difficult things to adjust to?
It's definitely different. It's a little bit more fast paced, a little bit more up tempo, and people that like to like really get after it. Like the girls are definitely like more aggressive. They're definitely bigger. So yeah.
All of a sudden you find yourself being one of the quote unquote veterans on this team after just 1 year. Tell me a little bit about what that's been like and how all these freshmen have been so far.
I think it definitely has been an experience. It's been cool, like the freshmen and like the transfers. I love everyone. Everyone is great. I think with being a veteran, only my second year here, I think it's kind of like definitely a little bit of pressure because like everybody's kind of like looking up to you. But I've only been here 1 year, but it's okay. So it's definitely going to take some time to getting used to.
Obviously, last year, Coach Fernandez comes in really late into the offseason and doesn't really have a whole lot of time to put in his offense and defense and that sort of thing. This year, he's been talking about fast. Tell me a little bit about how it's been for you guys, the returners, coming in and learning this play style this year.
It's definitely have been something to like get used to, get something to like learn because from last year, we're not used to like going like as fast like as we are now. And like with the freshmen and transfers coming in, they're like, and everybody's like willing to like learn and like adjust to like the new pace. So I think we've done like a pretty good job of like trying to like set the standard of like what he wants us to do.
Now I'm asking you this fully joking. You're not expecting to set a new minutes record with how fast this offense is, right?
Maybe. We never know.
All right. Well, here, let me wrap things up here with tell me a little bit about some of your goals this year, both for yourself personally and for the team.
I think for myself is definitely try to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side, be a little bit more confident with my offense, just like how I am with my defense. And for the team overall, it's just I would say, yes, win more games, but like go into the games as a team, play as a team throughout the entire game, the entire 40 minutes, and just like stay together as one.
We'll tell you, we wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to see what you guys do on the court.
Thank you.
2. Awesome. Pride preseason preview continuing now for women's basketball. I'm joined now by Caroline.
Well, it is long awaited, the home opener for the 2025-26 Greensboro College women's basketball season. We're ready to see the new faces in new places here for head coach Aaron Fernandez and Greensboro College, already 1-1 on the year, looking to get a win in their home opener today against Mid-Atlantic Christian. Good afternoon, everyone. Kendrick Fruits here with you from Haynes Gym, the site of today's doubleheader. Greensboro College women's taking on Mid-Atlantic Christian, men squaring off against Warren Wilson later today. Why don't we go ahead and take a look now at the starting lineups for today. First off, for the visitors from Mid-Atlantic Christian, you see there number 11, Katie Rich, the sophomore from Eagle River. Also, number 12, Hope Andrews, a freshman forward. Carly James, the senior. Angelina Bologna, the freshman. And Isabel Lepeau, the junior. She's a guard, and that is the starting lineup there. For Greensboro, a lot of new faces. Kinsley Stewart, Brianna Ruano, Carly Effler, Jasmine Mitchell, one of the few returners this year, and Tatum Bradford. Greensboro opens up with possession and a three to get things started. That's Kinsley Stewart. Give it to her, and the Pride take an early 3-0 advantage. Early press here for Greensboro, almost taken away by Stewart. She saved it, kept it in bounds, but taken over by Bologna in the backcourt. Throws this one out to Carly James. That's blocked by Stewart, goes out of bounds. That's one thing you're going to be seeing from Greensboro College this year, and that is a very, very fast-paced offense. James to inbound, being guarded there by Effler. And officials having a early conversation, just 9:33, so what, 27 seconds in. Conversation over, we're ready to get this one back underway. James to inbound, bothered there by Effler. Rainbow pass, looking there for Rich, taken away though by Stewart. Stewart with the layup with the right hand. Greensboro takes a 5-0 advantage early. So Stewart, all 5 points for the Pride. Bologna having to deal with a double team. There's a whistle, a travel called. And I tell you what, we're already seeing what Coach Fernandez wanted to do with this team, and that is a fast-paced offense and a smothering defense. Effler to inbound, throws up top to Ruano. Ruano dribbling left hand, working her way towards the lane, kicks it out. Effler, 3-ball from the corner, in and out, no good. Effler, though, picks up her own miss, kicks this one out. Other side, Stewart's going to put up a three. That one's going to bounce off the back of the iron and saved offensively by Mitchell. Mitchell kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart dribbling towards the baseline, just flings that one up, no good. Picks up her own miss, goes up again, still no good. Rebound taken for a moment by Rich. Greensboro, though, trying to get right back in there, and ultimately will be a jump ball that favors Mid-Atlantic Christian. Greensboro in the white jerseys today with the green trim, and Mid-Atlantic Christian in the black jerseys with the white numbering and lettering. Full line substitutions, if you will, for the Pride. As James looking to inbound, she'll find Bologna now racing up. Bothered there by Hairston, slings this one into the corner. 3-ball coming from Lepeau. That's no good. Rebound taken by Greensboro, going to run up the other way. Hairston, long feed down to Ingram. Ingram trying to split through a couple defenders, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, though, Jinx Irvin, and another jump ball called. This time, possession arrow favoring the green and white. About a minute and a half gone here in the home opener for Greensboro College. It'll be Camden Lakey to inbound. Quick throw to Farish. Farish 3-ball. That's no good. Out of the crease and out of bounds on the throw from Lakey. Thought Farish was still there. She was not. And so it'll be a turnover and a throw in for Mid-Atlantic Christian right in front of their own bench. James, long throw over the middle. She finds Bologna. Throws towards Andrews. Andrews trying to get a little separation. Now bounce down low to James. That one off the side of the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Irvin. Greensboro running. It's Hairston. Hairston looking for somebody over towards the far corner. Nobody there. Ingram the closest to it. And the full line shift again for the Pride. The starters now checking back in. Not quite 2 minutes in. 5-0 Pride. Greensboro to throw in. It will be Effler. Nope, it'll be Ruano. Ruano looking. Throws it to Effler. Effler up top. There's a 3-ball. Good. Give it to her. Tatum Bradford with her first 3 points of the afternoon. Greensboro with an 8-0 advantage now. Mid-Atlantic Christian crossing the timeline. Bologna working far side. Picks up her dribble. Slings it to Rich. Rich trying to go down low to Lepeau. Has it taken away. There's a whistle. And Greensboro stepped out of bounds. Mid-Atlantic Christian will maintain possession. Checking in are De Los Reyes and Emily Dangerfield. So this is Dangerfield to throw in. Trying to go up top with it. Ruano gets a hand on it, taken away by Stewart. Greensboro's got a 3-on-1. Stewart to Ruano, goes up with it, left-hand side, no good. Stewart, though, with the offensive board. That's tipped on the way up, and Dangerfield now running far side. Runs into a double team, needs help, jump ball called. Possession arrow stays with Mid-Atlantic Christian. These two teams squared off in the season opener last year. Greensboro won that one. Long throw down the sideline, tipped by Effler. Long throw up ahead, easy lay-in. Bologna puts Mid-Atlantic Christian on the board. And it is 8-2. Greensboro wanting to run. Ruano getting past De Los Reyes. Feed to Effler. Oh, everything was perfect except for the finish. Defensive rebound, Dangerfield. Dangerfield picks up her dribble, needs help, taken away Ruano. Nobody in the way of herself in the net. Misses the layup, it goes out of bounds and stays with the Pride. Again, full line substitutions for Greensboro with 7:12 to go first quarter. Pride with an 8-2 advantage. Greensboro already has put up 10 shots to Mid-Atlantic Christian's 3. Long feed up top to Ingram. Ingram lost the handle of it for a moment, goes to Lakey now at the top of the key, kicks this one near side. That's Farish driving with the right hand and the finish. 10-2 Pride with now 3 minutes gone on the clock. Another turnover, another 3-ball, in and out, no good. And taken again, offensive board, Farish. Up top, it's Hairston. Hairston pulls up from the free throw line. That one rolls around, rebound battled for and taken by Dangerfield. Pass out of bounds. Question is off of who? It's going to be Greensboro maintaining possession on the offensive end. Pride have already forced 6 turnovers. They've committed 4 themselves. A little bit of a delay there. Looks like we're about ready to go. It'll be Mid-Atlantic Christian to inbound. Dangerfield looking for a teammate. Bounce pass down the sideline. Irvin got a hand on it, but cannot keep it in play. And so Dangerfield will inbound again, this time from the sideline. Dangerfield, long feed, air ball up to Bologna, but she's able to come down with it. Tries to break a double team. Back to Dangerfield. She pulls up from 3, misses everything. That will go out of bounds. And Greensboro will inbound from underneath the basket. Sashay Thompson, the freshman from Carthage, North Carolina, in for the Mustangs. Irvin inbounds to Hairston. Hairston working through a screen set by Irvin. There's a 3-ball coming from Lakey. That's going to bounce off the iron, no good. Rebound battled for, and the carom will go to Ingram. Ingram picks up the dribble, gives it to Irvin. Irvin splits through a couple defenders, goes up with it, layup no good. Loose ball going to be taken there by Mid-Atlantic Christian. Now Lakey with the steal. Pulls up from just inside the 3-point arc and good. Camden Lakey. You've heard 2 points today. Running the other way are the Mustangs, but a turnover. Greensboro running the other way again. Here's an opportunity for Farish. That's going to be a travel as she was bothered there by De Los Reyes, and that doesn't quite get us to the media timeout. 5:49 to go in the first quarter. Pride lead is 10. Dangerfield to throw in. Has Thompson open, didn't see her, and so instead just bounces it off of Bradford. This one tipped on the throw-in, but it's going to be kept by James. Pass back to Dangerfield. Tries to split through a couple defenders, and there's going to be the first foul called of the day. She tried to split through a double team, so the foul is going to be called on Jasmine Mitchell, the senior. Will pick up her first foul, team foul number 1. Bounced out to James. James trying to drive baseline. That's going to be tipped. And James tried to save it before it runs out of bounds. Could not do so. And it will be Greensboro ball. William McLean, the freshman, checking in now for Dangerfield. 5:36 to go, first quarter. Ruano with it. Wide open. 3-ball coming from Stewart. No good. Rebound taken by De Los Reyes. Trying to run. Lost the handle of the dribble for a minute. Lost it again. Picks it up and finds James. James looking for a little bit of help. There's a long 2 off the side of the iron. No good. Mitchell falls down. Then trips a Mid-Atlantic Christian player, McLean, who had just come in the game. Contested 3 there, Thompson. Or a contested shot, rather. It's no good. Stewart has the ball knocked out of her hand by Thompson, who wasn't trying to play it, just ran by. And Stewart takes it right back. Long feed up ahead to Ruano. Ruano kicks it corner. Effler, 3-ball. Off the front iron, no good. And a foul called here. Foul is going to be on Thompson, and that will take us to our first media timeout. The run and gun is here for Greensboro. 4:54 to go first quarter, and the Pride lead at 12-2 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Well, we'll try to introduce you to a couple of the players we've seen today. Jada Hairston, the freshman from Madison, North Carolina. 5 points in her debut against Virginia Wesleyan, 6 points against Averett. Her first 2 games as a member of the Pride so far today, she's played a couple of minutes. We'll continue to introduce you to this year's roster as the contest goes on. But getting back to the action here with 4:54 to go first quarter, Greensboro inbounds. Bradford, Stewart 3, that's going to kick off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by McLean. Double team over the middle. Great throw by Effler. Stewart lost the handle of it for a moment, but recovers and lays it in. Kinsley Stewart leading all scorers with 7 points, and that one out of bounds. Possession arrow favoring, or will go out of bounds last touch by Mid-Atlantic Christian. Stays with the Pride. Ruano to inbound from in front of the Mid-Atlantic Christian bench. To Kinsley up at the top, thought about a 3, now drives, kicks it out now to Ruano. Sends it back up top. Bradford off the side, no good, going out of bounds, and it will be Mid-Atlantic Christian ball. Mustangs to throw in from the corner of the baseline and sideline to De Los Reyes. Crosses the timeline, bothered there by Ruano. Looking for help, picks up the dribble, goes to Rich. Now up top to McLean, trying to work through Stewart. And that shot is contested and a foul called on Bradford. So Bradford picks up her first personal team foul, number 2. And going to the line is McLean, the freshman. Greensboro makes more substitutions. We'll introduce you to another sophomore, Camden Lakey, transfer from William Peace, if that name sounds familiar. Had 10 points in her Greensboro debut against Virginia Wesleyan. last Saturday. Free throw is good for McLean. Eyes the mark. Second one rattles around and falls. And the Mustangs have cut it to 10, now 14-4, 4:08 to play. Hairston will take a deep three. That one's going to miss everything. Rebound taken by Thompson. But Thompson had a foot on the sideline. Greensboro will throw in. Farish bounce up top. Hairston wanting to throw this one back to Farish to the baseline. It's intercepted by McLean instead. McLean will pull up and float that one off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Greensboro. Achara Ely now out to Lakey. Lakey, nice move inside. No foul through contact. Rebound taken by Rich on a shot that missed everything. And there's an interception again. Greensboro on the run. It's Hairston. Hairston trying to go one-on-one. Quick kick to Irvin. Irvin through contact and gets it to float in. Jinx Irvin, a tough shot, but she gets the finish. 16-4 Pride, 3:18 to go. McLean had it, now dealing through a double team. Greensboro takes it away. Farish up ahead to Lakey. Lakey throws it right back to wide open Farish in the lane and the finish. Great give and go there for Greensboro. 18-4 your score, and Mid-Atlantic Christian will take a timeout here. 3:06 to go. Pride lead at 18-5 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. So following the timeout, officials having to discuss here. Also trying to figure out the correct score. I'm seeing both 18-5 and 18-4. Everybody's still trying to work out the early season hiccups. Officials now explaining what's going on. Should be Mid-Atlantic Christian ball, as the last play was a made layup by Farish. And it will be. Okay, so we're good to go now. 3:06 to go. Feed out to Bologna. Has it taken away for a moment there by Stewart. Jump ball favors Greensboro. Kicked out towards Ethler. Now back to Bradford. Bradford works baseline. Wide open is Stewart at the left corner. No good. Ethler, though, with the offensive board. Bradford, she picks up the dribble and will make the short jumper. 20-4 now. Greensboro's lead is 16. Picking up the dribble is Bologna. That's going to be taken away by Ruano. Ruano works around a swipe there from James. Layup no good. Rebound's going to be bounced around and taken by Andrews, but Greensboro gets it back. Nice feed. Right there is Ruano, 22-4. Long feed to Thompson. Thompson crosses the timeline. Stewart takes it away, looking for Bradford. There's going to be a foul on Sashay Thompson. That's going to be Thompson's second, team foul number 2. 2:09 to go first quarter. And so it'll be Lakey to inbound, which she does to Hairston. Hairston crossing the timeline. Now working to her left. Goes through double team and shot no good. Foul called. That will be the third on Mid-Atlantic Christian. Foul on Dangerfield, her first personal, and so that will send Hairston to the line. She's 0 for 3 from the floor today. First free throw attempt coming, and it is no good. Second free throw attempt on the way for Hairston. Greensboro from the line today is now 0 for 2 as that one does not fall. Rebound taken by Rich. Rich looking for James. James working far sideline, gets around Farish. Long throw up ahead to Bologna, who gathers it and puts up an air ball. No good. Irvin on the rebound, but throws it away to Rich. Back to LePeau, shot no good. Dangerfield picks up the offensive board. Her shot no good. And Ely on the rebound, and Greensboro wanting to run. It's Hairston. Hairston into the corner. Lakey tees up a three ball. No good. Ely comes down with the offensive board. She's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Rich. That'll be her first personal, team foul number 4. It'll be Lakey to inbound. Slings it out to Hairston. Hairston, there's a three ball, nothing but net. Give it to her. Jada Hairston makes it 25-4, a minute 15 to go first quarter. James up in the front court. Good job getting by Lakey, but the finish too strong, or the finish, or getting by Hairston, that is. Lakey with the rebound, long feed up ahead, and Jinx Irvin will give it off to Ely. Shot no good. Rebound fought for, and Ely's going to be the one that comes down with it back to Hairston. Hairston tees up another. That's going to rim out. No good. Rebound taken by Farish, and it stays with the pride again. Lakey to Irvin. Irvin, right baseline. Shots no good. And Dangerfield had it for a minute. Greensboro, though, with the steal and another lay-in, this time by Ari Ingram. 27-4, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bologna working up the near side. Now going far side of the rim. Tough shot. She's fouled on the way up by Irvin. Good job there, though. Angelina Bologna making something happen. Irvin's going to pick up her first personal. That's team foul number 3. And the Pride will make some roster substitutions for the final 24 seconds of the first quarter. McLean's taking the only 2 free throws today for Mid-Atlantic Christian, made both of them. Bologna's first no good. Second free throw coming. Bologna eyes the mark, puts it up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Effler with the board. Long feed up ahead to Stewart. Back to Effler, far side. Kicks it up top, taken away, almost taken away. Bradford, nice bounce pass into Stewart. Kinsley Stewart has 9 here in the first quarter. And Bologna's picked up the dribble and then dribbles again, called for the travel. 5.3 seconds left. Greensboro's going to have an opportunity for the last shot, trying to get up over 30 here in the first quarter. Quick throw out to Bradford. Bradford, corner three ball off the front iron, no good. Rebound taken by Rich, and that is how the first quarter will come to a close. But a lot of fun for the Greensboro College faithful as the Pride put up 37 shots and they take a 29-4 lead into quarter number 2 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Well, next up on our list as far as meeting the new Greensboro College Pride, number 10, Lindsey Redmond, the freshman from Kernersville, North Carolina, from Forsyth Home Educators, and also number 12, Kinsley Stewart. We've met her a few times today. 9 points already for Stewart. She's a freshman from Marion, North Carolina. Is that shot by Mid-Atlantic Christian, no good. Bradford running now, an outlet to Ruano, picks it up back to Bradford. She'll tee up a 3-ball. Off the iron, no good. Ruano offensive board. The putback rattles around, no good. Goes to Mitchell. Mitchell, a contested putback as well. And that's going to be taken by Thompson. Jump ball favoring Mid-Atlantic Christian, I believe. No, it's going to be a foul on Stewart. Stewart picks up her first personal foul. But Stewart, 23 points against Virginia Wesleyan and then 14 points against Averett. Looks like she's going to hit her third straight game in double figures, almost assuredly already. So 9:36 to go, second quarter. Bounce pass there, taken away by Effler. Effler runs into some friendly fire, still gets it to go. Effler bumped into Bradford, still got the basket. And there is another turnover there. Ruano up ahead to Bradford. Over the middle, Effler working through a double team. Shots too strong. Offensive board and the putback by Stewart. 33-4 now. Greensboro's lead 29. There's another turnover. Well, almost. Kept in play by De Los Reyes. In the paint, throws this one off of the shoes of Andrews. Effler up ahead to Bradford. Bradford almost lost the handle of it, regains, and layup goes off of the front of the iron, no good. Outlet pass by Mid-Atlantic Christian, stolen away by Jasmine Mitchell. She wants to get in on the action, shots too strong. And another jump ball coming. Nope, it's going to be another foul, it looks like. Foul on Ruano here. So, second team foul here. Working to the far side, that's James. Up top now to De Los Reyes. De Los Reyes dribbling left hand, sends this one out to LePeau. LePeau back up top. That's taken away by Hairston. Hairston trying to gather it in. She does, but now has to deal with Thompson with the left hand. Works her way back up top. There's a 3-ball coming. No good. Rebound. Irvin had it, then lost it. James on the run now. Feed up ahead to Thompson. Thompson right side of the lane. Picks up the dribble, puts it in. 33-6. Sasha Thompson with her first points of the day. And now Ingram is fouled on the way up. That's going to be a foul on James. Foul coming to Carly James, picking up her first personal, team foul number 2. Mid-Atlantic Christian 2 of 4 from the charity stripe today. Ingram's first rattles around and good. 34-6. Second free throw coming. And that one's pure. 35-6 now. Next player to introduce you to is Brianna Ruano, the sophomore, transfer from Belmont Abbey. 7 points on Tuesday against Averett, to go with 3 boards, 3 assists, and 3 steals. So far today, Ruano has a couple of points. Delos Reyes trying to work her way around Lakey. Nice pass into Bologna. Layup too strong. And Lakey picks up the rebound. Greensboro going the other way. Slings this one up ahead to Hairston. Off her fingertips. Cannot gather it in. And it'll be a Greensboro turnover. Bologna working around a couple defenders. Sends this one into the corner. McLean pass down low. McLean gets it back. Too strong off the glass. Rebound taken Hairston. Long feed up ahead. That was Farish. Goes out of bounds. Did McLean touch it last? Looks like it. So 35-6 is the score in Greensboro with possession. Farish throws to the far corner. Lakey driving baseline, picks up the dribble, needs help. Still needs help, finds Irvin. Irvin, one step inside the three-point arc. That rattles home. Jinx Irvin. 37-6 Greensboro. Long feed up ahead to McLean. McLean picks up the dribble. That one rattles back iron, front iron, and out. Irvin, long heave up ahead to Lakey. Lakey will pull back 3-ball. Rattling around, no good. Boxed out there, and James comes away with the rebound. James now trying to work right-hand side. Kicks into the corner. Bologna, no good. Irvin up to Lakey. Lakey working one-on-one on Delos Reyes. Delos Reyes takes it away. Long feed to James. Nobody there. James with the left hand rattles home. 37-8 now. Hairston over to Ingram. Ingram's got a lot of room to go towards the basket, and she's hip checked there by James. That's going to be James' second personal, team foul number 2. So 2 free throws coming here for Ingram. Ingram is 2 of 2. First free throw, rattling home and good. Ingram now has 5 points. We see the Warren Wilson men's basketball team showing up. We'll have that action for you, the men's game, following the conclusion of the women's game today. Second free throw for Ingram. Bouncing it in. 39-8. Kinsley Stewart leading the way with 11 points. 5 for Bradford, 6 for Ingram, 4 each for Irvin and Farish, 3 for Hairston, 2 each for Ruano and Effler. Bologna working with it. Trying to get around Effler, picks up her dribble, slings this one over to Andrews. Andrews, contested layup, that falls. 39-10. To Ruano. Bradford, no look pass, corner three ball. Give it to her. Carly Effler, 42-10. Effler makes her first three. Dangerfield back to Bologna. Down low, that's Stewart. Stewart on the takeaway. Long feed up ahead to Bradford. Bradford to Mitchell. Mitchell lays it in, 44-10. De Los Reyes kicks this one out. Three ball, no good. Taken by Bologna. Here comes Stewart. Stewart, a bounce pass to Effler. Effler working into the lane, kicks this one out, looking for Ruano. Good hands there, De Los Reyes. She saves it, keeps it in bounds. Andrews wanting to run. She's called for the travel, and that will take us to immediate timeout. 4:42 to go in the first half. Greensboro leads it 44-10 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Next up, we introduce Carrie Carr, the freshman from Beulahville, North Carolina, went to East Duplin High School. Also number 20, Carly Effler, a freshman from King, North Carolina. 7 points against Virginia Wesleyan, 7 points against Averett, and she's got 5 so far today. Ari Ingram, the senior, transfer from USC Aiken. A double dribble called on Ruano here. Ingram, 6 points against Virginia Wesleyan. In her Greensboro debut was 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Jinx Irvin, the sophomore, transfer from Averett. 6 points against Virginia Wesleyan, 5 points against her former school, Averett, on Tuesday. De Los Reyes picks up the dribble, and there's a whistle right in front of the Greensboro College bench. Out of bounds on Greensboro, so James to throw in. 44-10, 4:27 to go. Good hands there by Stewart. Knocks it out of bounds. James again to throw in. James bounce pass to Thompson. Thompson, good job getting around Bradford. Shot, though, no good. Rebound taken, Ruano. Bounce pass to Bradford. She's going to have to deal with Thompson. Thompson giving her a little bit of a shoulder check. Feeds this up ahead to Ruano. Crosses the timeline. Now to Stewart. Stewart, good move in the lane. Rimming out. Oh, it was a great layup there, but just could not get it to stay in. Here comes Bologna the other way. She's got a teammate open. It's Andrews, but Bologna keeps it herself. Had a chance at a layup with Andrews, but she held on to it and then stepped out of bounds. Number 23, Alicia Farish, the junior from Burlington, North Carolina. A transfer from Patrick and Henry Community College. 6 points against Averett and 5 boards last time out. Veshara Ely, the freshman from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. 2 rebounds, 2 points against Averett. Of course, Jasmine Mitchell, the senior Played in 21 games last year for Greensboro. Good lay in there for Hairston, 46-10. Then number 33, Tatum Bradford, the freshman from Statesville, North Carolina, attended North Iredell. 12 points against Virginia Wesleyan with 5 boards, and then against Averett, a 20-point game, including 4 of 8 from 3. That shot no good, goes out of bounds. 3:33 to play, and a whistle. I think they're just going to re-rack them here. That's not to mention the ones that are not even active today. Kayla Reynolds, the junior guard, transfer from Guilford Tech. Caroline Kelly, the freshman from Caldwell Academy. The veteran Taya Phelps, the veteran Taya Simpkins, and then Tabitha Arrow, the freshman from Walkertown, all inactive today. There's a corner 3 ball. That's no good by Farish, and here come the Mustangs the other way. It's James. James picking up the dribble, sends this one to Andrews. Andrews gets Farish to miss on the jump. Ely comes down with the rebound. Greensboro going the other way. It's Lakey. Lakey working to the far side, or the near side rather, kicks it to Hairston. 3 ball, give it to her. Jada Hairston has 8 today, including 2 of 5 from 3-point range, 49-10. 2:45 to play, and I think they're going to get Hairston. Yep, Hairston's going to draw the foul, her first personal. Nobody for Greensboro has more than 1 foul. Only James and Thompson for Mid-Atlantic Christian have 2. Dangerfield to inbound. Looking for Rich. Rich trying to get this one down low to Dangerfield, and Ely will poke it out of bounds. Dangerfield to inbound underneath their own basket. Bouncing this one. Oh, that's taken away. Quick hands there by Lakey. Now scrum on the floor. Jump ball called. No possession arrow on the scoreboard. But it looks like it must have favored Greensboro, the Pride, to inbound. Here's Hairston. Kicks this one out. Long throw across. Lakey thought about a 3, trying to get a little bit of separation. Still can't. Throws this one to Farish. Down low to Irvin. Irvin contested layup. That's good. 51-10. Dangerfield pulls up. That's a contested 3. Greensboro had to get a hand on that one. Irvin long feed up ahead to Lakey. Lakey waiting for some reinforcements. Gives it to Ely. Ely's going to trigger a 3 ball. That's no good. Rebound fought for. Offensive board, Irvin. Lost the handle on the way up. Herb put back, no good. Rebound taken the other way. Bologna sprinting up into the front court. She'll pull up from 3. That's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, though. Offensive board, Rich. Rich trying to get around Irvin. That's tough sledding for her. And loose ball on the floor. Greensboro with it. It's Hairston. 1:30 to go, first half. Hairston picks up the dribble. Underhand pass to Farish. Now out to Irvin. Irvin for 3. That's off the front iron. No good. Offensive board. Farish kicks it out to Lakey. 3 ball. Off the front iron. No good. Andrews had it. Lost it. Lakey picks it back up. Lakey, quick pass to Farish, cannot hang on to it. 1:05 to go. Substitutions coming in for the Pride. 51-10 Greensboro. Bologna with it. Right on the timeline. Was lucky she didn't cross back over. Quick give to Dangerfield. Dangerfield, a wide open 3, misses everything, goes out of bounds. She had an open look because she faked out Jasmine Mitchell there, and Mitchell ended up going to the floor. 46.7 left on the clock. And it's Ruano with it for the Pride. Ruano to the top, uses a Mitchell screen. Quick pass down the baseline, Effler. Effler, layup, good. Effler has 7. Bologna with that's a contested shot on the baseline, missed, but was fouled. Looks like it's going to be Ruano picking up the foul. That'll be her second personal. Team foul number 4. Bologna goes to the line where she is already 0 for 2 today from the stripe. First free throw up and good. Greensboro has put up 61 shots here in the first half. They've made 22. Mid-Atlantic Christian, 4 of 27. Second free throw good as well. Including 0 for 4 from 3. Greensboro's put up 24 three-pointers. Effler working a contested shot in the lane, no good. Goes out of bounds. Dangerfield runs into Lindsay Redmond. First time we've called her name today. Ruano to inbound, 14-6 left on the clock. Mitchell thought about a 3, now decides to tee it up, swing. How about it? Jasmine Mitchell, 56-12. And that will do it in the first half. All Greensboro as the Pride dominate half number 1, 29 points first quarter, 27 in the second. And they lead at 56-12 at the break. We'll break it all down for you as halftime rolls along on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Halftime here at Haynes Gym in the women's basketball home open. Greensboro with a 56-12 lead over Mid-Atlantic Christian. We'll take a look at what else is going on around the USA South today in women's hoops. Methodist is hosting Averett today as one of 3 games on today's slate. Also Lynchburg and North Carolina Wesleyan. That game has not yet started, but how about Methodist leading Averett 58-51 in the closing seconds? 11 points on the day for Ariana White, leading the Monarchs, as Methodist looking to take down an ODAC opponent. Greensboro was able to do that on Tuesday. The Pride this year lost 108-86 against Virginia Wesleyan, and then picked up a 77-76 win on the road at Averett. By the way, this is Mid-Atlantic Christian's season opener, so we had not yet mentioned their record coming in today because there is not one. Mid-Atlantic Christian came into, or was 0-11 last year in the USCAA, and playing their first game today. They've actually got a good little schedule of some good quality teams. Bob Jones next Saturday, a date with Salem College on December the 2nd, and then they start to get into their conference play a little bit. And also they got Regent in January as part of their conference, and Newport News in the NSAC. So it'll be a good schedule coming up for Mid-Atlantic Christian. Right now, though, finding the going a little tough against Greensboro, 56-12 at the break, about 10 minutes to go in halftime. We'll step aside. We'll look at some of the first half numbers when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Let's take a look at the first half numbers for the Pride. A 56-12 lead at the break. Team stats: rebounds go 42-22 to Greensboro, including 22 offensive boards for the Pride. Assist 18-4 for Greensboro. They have forced 29 turnovers for Mid-Atlantic Christian against just 13 of their own. Points in the paint go 30-8 for the Pride. Points off turnovers 24-8. Mid-Atlantic Christian shot 14.8% from the floor. That's 4 for 27, 0 of 4 from 3, 4 of 6 from the stripe. Leading scorer was Angelina Bologna with 4 points, 2 each for Andrews, James, and Thompson. Leading rebounder was Rich with 5. Leading assister was James with 2. Leader in steals was De Los Reyes with 3. For the Pride, they shot 36.5% from the floor. That's 23 of 63. 6 of 26 from 3. That's 23.1%. And also 4 of 6 from the stripe. Kinsley Stewart, 11 points. 7 for Effler. 8 for Hairston. 5 for Mitchell. 5 for Bradford. 6 for Ingram and Irvin. 4 from Farish. 2 from Ruano. And 2 from Lakey. Leading rebounders, a tie between Stewart and Irvin. Leading assister with 6 is Lakey. 7 steals for Kinsley Stewart. 1 block each for Jasmine Mitchell and for Farish. It all adds up to a 56-12 Greensboro lead. Just a couple minutes left in halftime. We'll step aside and we'll get this one ready to go. We'll tee it up for second half action. Also a reminder really quickly while I'm thinking about it, don't forget men's basketball against Warren Wilson is following the conclusion of this game. We'll have all that for you. Again, pregame about 15 minutes prior to the start of the second game. It was scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. 4 o'clock start, excuse me. I was about to say, I don't think we're going to make it. We definitely wouldn't make 3. Don't know that we're going to make 4, but whenever they give us a start time, pregame show about 15 minutes prior to getting it underway. Again, we'll step aside and we'll have halftime last thoughts and get the second half underway when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. As we get the second half underway, Greensboro a 56-12 lead over Mid-Atlantic Christian. Was just taking a quick dive into the record books here and looking at a couple of numbers. Greensboro on pace for 112 points. 117 is the program record. Quick feed over to James. Mid-Atlantic Christian working the baseline to start. That shot off the side of the backboard, no good. Ruano with the board. Ruano looking for help, was wanting to wave her teammate over from one side to the other. Up top to Lakey, now to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to hand this one off to Carrie Carr. Carr goes strong with the left hand. We hadn't mentioned Carr yet today, and she gets in and quickly scores her first 2 points. Rich picks up her dribble, needs help, finds James, left-hand side of the lane, had it poked away, regains. Now trying to throw this one to McLean. McLean, contested shot, misses below the iron, picks up her own miss, and goes back up and in, 58-14 now. Ruano with it, dribbling left hand, kicks it corner, 3-ball, Lakey. Oh, rattles in and out, offensive board, Mitchell, shot no good. She goes to the ground, no foul, and here comes Mid-Atlantic Christian. Throws this one up ahead to Bologna. She wasn't ready for it, and Carr gets in the way. There's the 24th steal. So that's the top 10 in single game history. Long feed up ahead, Lakey, layup is good, 60-14. Bologna with it, throws this one inside, was looking for Andrews. Long feed up ahead, Lakey. Lakey with an easy lay-in, 62-14 Pride. Lakey now with 6 points, including 4 here in the second half. James with it. James a line drive, 2-pointer, no good. That one goes out of bounds, and it will be Greensboro ball. We're 2 minutes into the third quarter, 62-14. It has been a 6-2 second half start for the Pride. Hairston wanting to run. Dribbles left hand, picks up the dribble, looking for help. Was looking for Irvin, saved there by Farish. Irvin gives this one to Ely. Ely, nice move, getting around her defender. That one drops in. Sat on the rim for a moment and then fell in, 64-14. James, nice feed underneath the basket. Good attempt there for De Los Reyes. Offensive rebound, well, thought that it was going to be snagged there by Bologna. Goes out of bounds. And James will inbound for Mid-Atlantic Christian. It's a great pass underneath. Just couldn't finish. Looking baseline there, a collision between McLean and Bologna. Greensboro with the steal, going the other way. Here comes Redmond. Redmond on the baseline, floater no good. Offensive board, Irvin. Irvin's putback is good, 66-14. Irvin's got 7, check that, 8. This is kicked out, 3-ball coming, McLean. That's off the front iron, no good. Offensive board, De Los Reyes sends this one out. There's a 3-ball, James. That's also no good. And Farish comes away with the board. 3-on-2 for the Pride for a moment. Good bounce pass into Ely. Ely is knocked down, and we play on. McLean with it, has an open teammate. That's Bologna. She'll tee up a 3-ball and too strong. Farish with it. Greensboro running the other way. Farish to Ely. Good pass. Ely will lay that one in too strong. Irvin tries to save the offensive board. Cannot as it goes out of bounds. 6:37 to go. 66-14 the Greensboro lead in the third quarter. Pride continuing those full court full lineup substitutions. That one almost taken away by Carr. De Los Reyes with it. That goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Mustangs. De Los Reyes was looking at Thompson's going to throw this one over Effler's head. Effler had it taken away by Thompson. Throws this one in the middle. Ruano with it. She's going to battle with Rich now. Rich comes out of that with possession. Blocked there, Mitchell. Ruano feeds it up ahead, Lakey. Lakey, nice crossing pass to Effler. Effler tees up a 3-ball, no good. Offensive board, Ruano sailing for it and puts it back in. Brianna Ruano. That one in and out, no good. Lakey with the board, dribbles it off her foot, picks it up right at the baseline, and slings it to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses the timeline, 5:40 to play. And there's a drained three. Effler again. She's now 2 of 5 from 3. Give her 10 points. Second Greensboro player to reach double figures today. It's 71-14. Pulling up just past the free throw line, De Los Reyes. Shot no good, and she'll snag her own miss. In the right corner, taken away by Carr. Carr slings it down the sideline to Lakey. Lakey crosses the timeline over the Greensboro logo into the lane. Has a chance to kick this one out. Instead tries to take it herself. Shot up in the air, taken away by Thompson. Long feed up ahead. Mitchell, nice feed to Ruano. Greensboro running again. Ruano to Lakey. Far corner, thought about the three, pass it up, gives it to Effler now. Effler down low to Ruano. That one's tipped. Carr picks up the miss, back in. 73-14 Greensboro. Carrie Carr with 4 points here in the second half. And that will take us to our under 5 media timeout. 4:39 to go. 43-17 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. (73-14) the score, 4:39 to go, third quarter. Dangerfield to De Los Reyes. De Los Reyes looking for help, picks up the dribble, wanting to go back to Dangerfield, instead goes to Andrews, throws this one in the middle of the paint, taken away, it's Irvin. Irvin, nice feed up ahead to Farish. Farish, left-hand side of the layup, shot no good. Rebound taken by Redmond, kicks this one back out to Hairston. Back to Redmond, 3-ball off the side of the iron, no good. Dangerfield with the board. Dangerfield looking up ahead. Goes to De Los Reyes to her left. De Los Reyes picks up the dribble, right wing. That one almost intercepted by Ely. And it will be a throw-in for the Mustangs, 3:57 to play. And that will be a called timeout, which will take us to another break here. 3:57 to go in the third quarter, 73-14, the Pride lead on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Hairston on the run. Hairston working right-hand side. There's a foul. I think Dangerfield going to get called for it, and Hairston will go to the line. It's going to be Delos Reyes picking up the foul. So that'll be her first personal. In fact, that is the first foul called on either side in the second half. First free throw is good from Hairston. Second free throw is good. 75-14. Thompson driving left-hand side, picks up the dribble, spins, puts it up off the glass, no good. Thompson, though, picks up her own miss. And Ely forcing a turnover, gets this one to Hairston. Great job by Veshara Ely. Hairston kicks this one out. 3-ball from Redmond, no good. Rebound, though, tipped around, goes to Irvin. Irvin with the right hand, it's good. Through contact, 77-14. Give Irvin 10. She's the fourth Greensboro player in double figures. Delos Reyes high off the glass, no good. Irvin comes down with the board. Long feed up ahead to Ely. Ely can take this one herself. That one no good. Picks up her own miss and back in. 79-14. Dangerfield picks up her dribble, tries to get this one down low to Rich. Ends up going to Delos Reyes. Not how they draw it up, but you take it. It goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Mustangs. Full subs coming here both ways. Greensboro approaching some new single game records in this one. Kicks this one out to Rich. Rich picks up her dribble, throws this one into the corner looking for LePeau. Off her hand and out of bounds. Record for steals forced in a game, 34. Greensboro has 30. Nice feed down low to Carr. Bouncing off the back of the iron and in, 81-14. Harry Carr. Give her 6 points today. McLean to LePeau from the stripe. That's good, 81-16. LePeau has her first 2 points of the game. Ruano driving left-hand side, kicks this one out. Mitchell's going to tee up a 3-ball well off the mark to the right, out of bounds. Greensboro has put up 32 threes today. They've made 7. Bologna working on Ruano. Throws this one into the right wing, now kick into the corner. Good feed there to LePeau. LePeau just hooking this one up and in. What a shot there for LePeau. 81-18, minute and a half, third quarter. Ruano goes into the corner, finds Effler. Give it to her. Carly Effler has 13. It is 84-18 now. Bologna driving with the left hand, pulls up from the right elbow. That shot in and out, no good. Effler with the board. Effler slings it across to Ruano. Ruano puts Lakey in motion behind her, kicks it into the corner. Nobody there guarding Effler. That one off the side iron, no good. Ruano picks up the miss. Shot's no good. Still fighting for the rebound. Ruano comes down with it, kicks this one out to Effler. They had a wide open Lakey. They didn't take it. Mitchell kicks it out to Lakey now after a quick drive in. Lakey spins it around looking for Effler. It'll go out of bounds. 84-18, 42 ticks left in the third quarter. McLean checking in. Sends this one to Bologna, now to James. James, a contested hook shot, that's good. Carly James has 4 points today, 84-20. Ruano crossing the timeline. Driving left-hand side of the lane, sends it out Mitchell. Mitchell tees up a three ball off the side iron, no good. Rebound, Mitchell punches it out of bounds, and it should go the other way to Mid-Atlantic Christian. It will. 19.8 left on the clock, so shot clock turned off now. Bologna with it. Working right-hand side, bounce pass down low to James. James turns, flings it up. Shot no good. Andrews offensive board taken away by Carr. 6 seconds left. Ruano watching the clock, 4 seconds. And she'll heave up a three. That's off the side iron, no good. Carr with the board, but no time to put it up. 84-20 your score after 3 quarters on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Fourth quarter just now underway. Greensboro leads at 84-20. Joined now by the Director of Athletics, Jerry Fisk. And home opener here for the Pride. It's a lot different look than what we saw last year in lots of different ways. They're fast-paced and what I like to call hockey substitutions, full 5 in, 5 out for the Pride.
Yeah, over the board each trip that they make a substitution. So, yeah.
I didn't know you knew your hockey.
Yeah. Come from a school where that was one of our big sports. So, yeah. They get after it. They're up and down the court. They're trapping. You know, you can see they're still working through some early season kind of things. But, it's certainly getting after it. Credit to both teams. The whistles have sort of stopped, whether they're needed or not. And so it's people are playing through, and it appears to be done with a good spirit. So let's see how these last 9.5 minutes go.
And I think the other big thing is there's a whistle and I think a foul coming on Farish here. Yep, it's going to be on Farish. But I think one of the other good things, too, is, you look at Greensboro and, a lot of people are getting a lot of good minutes. Carrie Carr, who hadn't played yet this year, she's already picked up 6 points, and Kinsley Stewart has not played in the second half. Didn't really need to with 11 points in 8 minutes.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting system that we play. I think in my playing days, I might have wanted more than a minute or two to find my space and then keep moving. But, at the pace that they play, it's certainly understandable. So interesting to see them work through it. Yeah, Stewart has had a great start to the season and had a good first half. And
3 ball, Hairston rattles in, give it to her. How about it? Hairston now with 13 points and 3 of 6 from 3.
Yeah, she shot the ball well. 6 of 9 from the floor overall, I think, might be the case.
Greensboro going the other way. It's Redmond to Farish. The Pride now also knocking on the door of a top 10 of a lot of single-game records, but also most likely going to set the record for most steals in a game. There's a corner three, Hairston. Give it to her again. 91-20. Hairston has 16 to lead all scorers.
Yeah, good clean offense, working through it. You can see the quickness for sure.
That is steal number 33. Greensboro 1 away from tying the single-game record. Is Hairston going to make another? Nope, offensive board there, Redmond. Redmond stops and is fouled on her shot. She'll go to the line. Yeah, you look at some of these numbers. 105 points is needed to get into the top 10 for a single game. 40 field goals made. They're 3 away from that. We'll get them in the top 10. 13 threes made for the top 10. They're 3 away from that. 63 rebounds for the top 10. They're 2 away from that. 26 assists. They have tied that, so they're in the top 10 there. And 34 steals is the record, and they have 33.
Yeah, I think they got a decent shot of it.
A lot of those, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it looks like they're having fun out there.
Sure.
They're working hard. They're playing together. You know, I don't want to be critical, but like I think that we've seen things that they can do even better down the road
absolutely.
as they keep working through it and learning through the system and everything else. So they've played well, but I think they can even take the cap off this one.
Sure, and you know, I think one of the things that I've seen is this is my first time seeing the.
We had a one-person sub.
Wow.
Sorry to interrupt you, Kendrick.
No, that's
worth pointing out.
That's newsworthy right there.
Yeah, Effler came in for Redmond, and first time we've seen a single sub.
Yeah, I'm starting to call this, as that one rattles around off the front rim. Starting to call this, like, I don't know if we would call it a run and gun or a fun and gun or a run and shoot, what football reference you want to give it, but it's been quick pace for sure. 3-ball, Mitchell. Wow, I don't know if that even touched the net on the way through.
Hit perfectly on the back flange and came through. Yeah, is this a West Coast offense?
Yeah.
Or whatever we want to say.
Good move there by James. James' contested shot is no good, but she's fouled by Carr. She'll go to the line. 95-20. Don't know that they're going to make the 117 they need for that record, but.
Yeah, tough to say, but some of the others I think for sure. And, you know, a good home opener, giving everybody
absolutely.
a chance to be a part of it and work through things.
And, you know, if nothing else, too, you know, just an opportunity for fans to come here and see what this year's team looks like and to get excited for the season. There's a couple big games coming up. And correct me if I'm wrong. I know conference play starts here not too long, but I almost feel like conference home opener or conference opener is a little early this year compared to what it has been.
I think it might be, and it might have something to do with Thanksgiving week being as
Oh,
late
you're
as it
right.
is. I'm not sure, but I think you're correct.
Yeah, November 22nd against Pfeiffer, so before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Ruano working left-hand side of the lane. Throws it back up top. Mitchell tees up another. That one's going to miss off to the right. Offensive board there by Carr. Lakey pulls up 3, in and out, no good. Rebound will go out of bounds off the carom. Yeah, I think you talked about, you know, there's still some things to work through here. And I think one of the things that I've noticed, while they play with a lot of pace and a lot of times do a great job working the ball up the floor, there's still been a couple instances of miscommunication where they expect somebody to be in a certain spot and nobody's home.
Yeah, definitely have thrown it to a spot and there wasn't anybody there. 100% have seen that.
Good interception there. That was an instance of it right there. Carr turned inside, and Effler was looking for her, and Mitchell with the steal, and that is the record for most steals in a game.
I think Mitchell's saying that was a travel, and she came close to rolling over. I don't know. In the referee's eyes, it looked like she rolled over, and we move on to the next play.
You know, if it was a closer game, I would expect Coach Fernandez to contest that a little bit more. But
yeah.
I don't think he's too worried about it right now.
I don't think I've seen him get out of his chair too many times today that weren't just instructing a student athlete related.
Another 3-ball, this time by Lindsay Redmond. Greensboro is now 12 of 44 from 3.
Well, I know one of the goals is to get up 43s a game, so they've hit that one as well.
Quick lay in there by James. She leads Mid-Atlantic Christian with 7 points, so 98-23, 6:20 to go.
We may have to get Director of Athletic Development Rob Hebner after some sort of promotion at the 100-point mark.
I think you're right.
Got a lot of good partners, and we keep working on more, but
that bounce pass was deflected, hit the official, and it scared him. You can see him jump.
he didn't catch it cleanly either.
Whatever number the officials are assigned.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness. 6:07 to go. Well, not quite the Sunday feel we wanted. Volleyball, unfortunately, potentially saw their season come to a close yesterday. We were looking at some of the MPI rankings this morning. They don't look good, but we've not been officially told no. So you're saying there's a chance, but
right.
Heartbreaking end to the season yesterday, and with that, we are officially full swing in winter sports now.
Yeah, hoping against hope that something changes, but based on the fact it looks like we went to 45 in the NPI.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I saw.
There might be too many at-larges in front of us.
Right. Because I think from my understanding it would be the automatic qualifiers and then 21 at-large.
I believe that's accurate.
We did the math, and we were the 26th of those. So
when I did it was slightly different, but when I did it, we were 2 out.
Right.
Either way on the same side of the bubble, unfortunately.
Ruano lays it in for 2, and that's 100.
Yep. It's a tough go, obviously.
Yeah.
Playing without a conference player of the year. And the team, they worked hard. They put in a whale of an effort. And all credit to SVU. They played so much better than when I saw them 2 weeks ago.
And, I've called a lot of elimination games in which my team has been eliminated. That one hurt worse than any of them, I think, last night.
That one was tough. I won't lie. A lot of seniors, a lot of girls, young women that put a lot of effort into it, and to see them just come up short when we'd been on such a run. And I think with the whole team, we really loved our chances. And that's not to diminish the effort that everyone that played last night gave us. They worked hard, and as I hugged a lot of tearful girls, young women last night, I just kept telling them how proud I was of them.
Yeah,
they competed. They didn't hang their head when they lost their the player of the year. They just kept building forward, and they worked hard. It just wasn't ours last night.
Absolutely. Again, credit to SVU. Packer had a heck of a game from the outside. Both and I want to say it was Downs had a big game as well, and.
Their serve receive was better than a couple weeks ago. Their setter distributed the ball well last night. They played great.
And, I told our director of sports information, Stephen Whitenhouse, I said the tough thing about it, as Edie with another steal, I told her Stephen, the tough thing about it was that it felt like it was taking all of our stamina to hang with them at times. And I think that was kind of where we ran into trouble. But again, Kelsey stepped up in a big way. Cantley did. You can go down the list. And like you said, I echo that. We're extremely proud of them, and not just the way they played, but the way they rallied, the way that they work together. They love each other. I mean, everything you could ask for. I did say that, and obviously, again, not taking anything away from SVU, but when you look at the fact that the sets were decided by 2, 3, and 4 points, you can't tell me a healthy Peyton doesn't make a difference in that.
100%. All credit to them, but if we're not without Peyton Thursday, and we've worked on it. Thursday worked out the way we needed to, but I think both of those matches are more dominant performances, by our Greensboro College women's volleyball team.
Agreed. 100-25 here, 4:19 to go, and this is the front end of a doubleheader today. Men's basketball taking on Warren Wilson, and last year's game against Warren Wilson, I harken back to, it goes into overtime, and tied at 68. And Isaiah Pruitt, a great move to the basket, gets fouled, makes the basket, then hits the free throw. Greensboro wins it in overtime.
Yeah, I think that might have been our first win of the year last year.
Yes,
it
was.
Yeah.
We both us and Warren Wilson were 0-7 going into that game, so we knew somebody was going to get one, and it was a battle last year.
Yeah, it was. As I recall the game, it was well played. It was cleanly played. Both teams played hard. I expect to see the same today. I don't know names or numbers, but I can tell you I've seen a little bit of a scout, and I know that Warren Wilson has a freshman that's really putting up some numbers.
Yeah, without the roster right in front of me, I'm with you.
26 a game for a freshman in his first few games is pretty remarkable.
Well, we've had some good, maybe not necessarily all freshmen, but some people who are new to Greensboro putting up some big numbers here. Nige Stroman has looked fantastic so far. Will Gray is impressed, and some of the veterans too. DJ Jackson with that 30-point game against St. Mary's. And you know, this is not something new. I mentioned this both of our first 2 home games, but I talked to DJ before the season started, and he said that one of the things that excited him the most about Coach McDuffie's offense, and he said, no disrespect to Isaiah, obviously he's one of the greatest of all time here, but he said he loved that it was a spread-out offense where anybody can be the guy on a given day.
Yeah, last year, I don't know if the NCAA keeps data on this, but if there was a time of possession in a player's hands, it was in Isaiah Pruitt's hands a lot. Mm-hmm. And he was a tremendous player. There's a reason he got the accolades that he did. But this year, there's a lot more sharing. It moves more freely. There's more teammates that have the opportunity to take the ball in when it matters, whether it's Stroman or Gray or Jackson or Griffin or, Eller. I mean, I could keep
Thorns,
going. Yeah, exactly, Thorns. We've got to get him back out there on the court.
Yeah, I noticed he didn't play on Friday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, hopefully he's healthy and ready to roll here really soon. But, yeah, there's just a lot of options. So it's fun because they spread it out. They work hard. A big move in basketball is to this positionless basketball. We might not be positionless because we really want the ball in Gray's hands a lot of the time when he's out there to set us up, but we really flow through things pretty openly 1 through 5.
What a move there from Redmond to fake out her defender. Shot's no good, but Lindsey Redmond flashing some dance moves out there on the floor. 3:58 to go. Pride's lead is, I hate math, 72.
You nailed it. Great job.
I tell people, I wasn't a math major.
That App State degree is killing it.
Yeah. Although I will say, and I feel okay telling the story because I don't remember the guy's name, so I can't incriminate him too much. We had a radio seminar one summer, and it was a lot of professionals, mostly in the music radio industry. We had one day that was dedicated to sports, but most of it was just the music industry. And one of the guys was talking about, how they're always looking for new talent, new DJs, that sort of thing, as the free throw by Ely is good. And he said, look, we don't care if you have a degree or not. We care if you can run our equipment, if you're personable on air, and if we want you to sell stuff, can you sell stuff? He said, we don't care what your GPA is. Right. So maybe I didn't pay as much attention in math. I'm not going to self-incriminate. But
No. You can't prove otherwise.
No.
It's I teach a freshman seminar class, so we talk more about the soft skills that they need to bring rather than what they're going to learn in a classroom.
3 ball in and out for McLean. Greensboro running the other way. They've already set the record for steals in a game with 36. Let's see what else is still on the table. Ruano wanting a 3. That's short. 3:30 to go.
The ball was still in the air, and she covered her mouth as if she knew it was a whoops. Another player that's played well tonight, though.
Absolutely. Greensboro's got, 1, 2, 3, 4 in double figures, and Mitchell is close by. She just needs one more basket. That one tipped and taken by Hairston.
And everyone in the box has scored.
Yeah, that's the other incredible thing.
Yeah.
And the other wild part, with all the full 5-on-5 substitutions, wide open 3, Hairston no good. Rebound, Carr misses on the putback. Ely comes up with it, spins, and drops it in, 103-28. But the other thing is that we have 5 people that were injured and aren't playing today. So it could be more substitutions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and some of those will be back relatively soon based upon what we're hearing, and some of them will hopefully be in a Pride uniform next year.
And one who is not playing today is one Taya Simpkins, who averaged 400 minutes a game last year.
Rounded to the nearest 400, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. She and Isaiah Pruitt, I think, were in a competition for minutes last year.
So.
And they both won or lost, whatever you want to say.
2:24 to go in this one. I'm not a betting man, but I would bet if I were. Second game, what are we looking at, about 4:20?
Yeah, I think we're going to put 25 on the clock when we get done with this one. So
maybe like 4:15-ish.
Yeah, it might be 4:15-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Won't start on time for sure, but it won't be too long after that.
First free throw for Ely, no good. Yeah, men's basketball getting ready against Warren Wilson, and we're not that far away. December 1st, not that far away from the doubleheader at the First Horizon Coliseum again.
Yeah, we had a big organizational meeting this week down at the Coliseum. Excited about our doubleheader against Guilford on the 1st. Women at 5:30, men at 7:30. I think it'll be a really great evening again, like it was last year.
Now, Jerry, you can tell me you're not allowed to talk about it yet because I don't know. But are you able to give us any ticket information or how that's going to work? Or
yeah, happy to. So what we learned last year is we gave out a lot of tickets, and then a lot of those people didn't come to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, what we've got is we're going to put together a list of those that have requested a ticket and have it at the ticket table, which will be in the entry in the foyer at the Coliseum. And when you go, you will tell them who you are. They'll mark you off on the list. You get your ticket. But we're not giving a ticket away that's not already in the building.
Right.
I like my chances that once you're in the building, you're going
you're
to the game.
probably going, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do people need to do to request a ticket then?
So the process isn't up yet.
Okay.
I would say stay tuned to the website.
Okay.
Soon we'll have something up there. I've started working through it from my side and the donor side, and we're going to get the comp list for parents, things like that in it as well. So we should have a good process for that here relatively soon. It's with the week of Thanksgiving in the way in the middle, it's good. We got to be organized here probably this week coming up. But yeah, well, each school gets 500 comp tickets. After that, there are tickets for purchase at the box office. If we run into that problem, it'll be a great loud night at the Coliseum.
Well, it was a great experience last year. The men's game almost came away with an incredible win. I joked about it later. I said, I don't know that Zephaniah Jones is a guy you want to take that three, but it went in just unfortunately about 0.2 of a second too late.
Yeah, it looked like it was just on two fingertips when the horn went off, and I actually said I thought it was good, and part of that was I'm sure green lenses in my glasses.
Sure,
but as a high school and college ref for a lot of years, I openly told others that I would have missed that call. I really thought it was off. Exciting end. Zeph hits a fall away 28-footer, and it's 1/10 of a second late. What a story.
Greensboro needs one more point to crack into the top 10 for single game points. That one's not going to do it. Offensive board, though, Redmond hits the bottom of the backboard, and Carr is there to clean it up. There it is, 106-30. Well, Coach Fern said the goal is 100 a game. They did that today for the first time this year. Wide open is Thompson under the basket, 106-32.
Yeah, they definitely they hit a lot of the goals. Like I say, I know they want the 60 rebounds. I know they want the 43s. I know they want the 100 points. I know they want 20 more field goal attempts than their opponent. Right now they're at 50 more. So they've hit a lot of those metrics. And I think his theory is if you do 4 of those 5 things, you got a great shot to win most nights.
Right.
And so it'll be interesting to see how that, obviously Mid-Atlantic Christian working hard here.
Final 3.7.
This shot clock's going to go off about the 10th of a second it's touched.
3-ball Ely, no good. They're going to wave off the shot. So 1.4 left. Not a whole lot going to happen here. So, Jerry, we'll let you go. I'm just going to do a quick stat recap after this, and we're going to go ahead and have a quick turnaround for the men's game. So any last thoughts here as we bleed off the last second and a half?
Just super excited when you get a game like this that everybody can get in the box, everybody can get in the game, everybody got a sweat, and then, parents get to see them and friends get to see them. And so, grateful for a game like this early in the game, and now excited to get the men rolling here in half an hour or so.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll get ready for men's basketball in about 4:10, 4:05 or so. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the final stats recap and get set for game number 2 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Quick look at the stats here. Greensboro wins it. Final score 104-32. 78 boards for the Pride, 42 for Mid-Atlantic Christian. Greensboro out-rebounds 41-14 offensively. 44 turnovers forced by the Pride as well today, including 36 steals. Points in the paint go 54-24. Points off turnovers 44-6. Mid-Atlantic Christian today shooting 19% from the floor, 0 of 8 from 3, and 8 of 12 from the stripe. That's 66.7%. James leads the way with 9 points. 4 from Rich, Bologna, Lepeau, Thompson, and McLean. And 3 points for Andrews. Leading rebounder, Rich, today had 11. 6 rebounds for Dangerfield, 4 each from De La Reyes and Thompson. 3 for Andrews, 3 for McLean, 2 for Bologna and James, and 1 for Lepeau. 3 assists for James and Bologna. 3 steals from De La Reyes and Thompson. 1 steal for James, 1 block each for James and Andrews. For Greensboro, offensively, 16 points for Hairston leading the way, 13 for Effler, 11 each for Stewart and Irvin, 8 points for Mitchell, 6 for Ruano, 5 for Bradford, 4 for Redmond, 6 for Carr, 6 for Ingram, 4 for Farish, 8 for Ely, and 6 for Lakey. Leading three-point shooter today was Hairston, was 4 of 10. Effler was 3 of 8. Leading rebounder, 10 each for Irvin and Ely, so Irvin's got a double-double today. 9 for Ruano, 7 for Carr, 6 for Stewart, 5 for Effler, 2 for Mitchell, 1 for Bradford, 3 for Redmond, 4 for Hairston, 3 for Ingram, 5 for Farish, 2 for Lakey. Leading assister was Ruano with 8, 4 each for Effler and Bradford. Mitchell had 2 assists, 2 for Farish, 6 for Lakey. She snuck into the bottom there. I almost missed her on the scorecard. 1 each for Hairston and Irvin. Leading stealer was Stewart with 7, and 4 for Ruano, 5 for Hairston, 4 for Bradford. Check that, 4 for Ely, 3 for Effler, 2 each for Mitchell and Bradford, 1 for Carr, 1 for Redmond, 3 for Carr, 3 for Farish, and 2 for Lakey. Blocks today, 2 for Mitchell, 2 for Redmond, and 1 for Farish. It all adds up to a 104-32 final. Greensboro College goes to 2-1 on the year. Mid-Atlantic Christian drops their season opener. Greensboro next will play again here at home on Wednesday. They take on Randolph College at 5:30. We'll bring you the pregame show at 5:15. We're going to step aside now and get ready for the men's game. Pregame show beginning in about 10 minutes on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Your final score one last time. Greensboro College women's basketball wins it 104-32. I'm Kendrick Fruits wishing you a green and white good afternoon. This has been a presentation of Greensboro College women's basketball on the Greensboro College Sports Network.